So of all the knives that I've tested and reviewed this year, I've narrowed it down to my top 5. I'm gonna show you. All right, so I chose these knives for a number of factors, and they're gonna be different price points. I've got 3 folders and 2 fixed blades here today. First one is this one right here. This is the Off-Grid Knives Scorpion V3. This is gonna be the most expensive on my list today of these top 5 for 2025. But this is an excellent, excellent blade. You got a 4-inch blade on there. It's Magna Cut steel. It's got a PVD, obviously you can see black wash on there. It's got a titanium handle here. It's really cold out, so that's why my fingers are showing up here. But titanium handle with carbon fiber inlays. So really nice looking blade. Obviously you got a deep pocket carry there. It's running on some really nice ball bearings, ceramic ball bearings, and just flies out. Got obviously frame lock on there, but just a really, really excellent blade. This is not gonna be the lightest one. It's gonna be about 6 ounces here on my list today. But you know, this one, because of the kind of clip point design, this would be perfect, obviously for EDC, but maybe even specifically within the EDC world, kind of self-defense. Got some chamfering right here for your fingers, but man, it is ultra smooth, and I love that deployment right there. So I love nice little thumb ramp up here, the jimping, forward jimping on top, little swedge up here as well. Just an overall excellent blade. So for 2025, this is going to make the list here, top 5 knives that I reviewed. Again, this is the Off-Grid Knives Scorpion V3. All right, so here's the most budget-friendly option on my list today. This is the O knife. I think they call it the Ion or Aeon, A-I-O-N. And this is more of a gentleman's folding knife. And I just have loved this knife. If you're familiar with like O Light or O Sight, this is O knife. So same parent company here. But this is a 3.5-inch blade on here, 14C, 28N blade steel. And if you go to knifesteelnerds.com, they say that's the best budget knife steel available. So excellent knife steel, especially for the price there. And you got some G on this one. This is G10, and I kind of like that design. I don't know if you can see that in the light in the camera. Kind of like a little, I don't know, tiger or something design on there. Really like that. Obviously, you got these chamfered on the bottom and the top here. Deep pocket carry right here as well. This one's also running on ceramic ball bearings. Again, making that very, very fast. But this is going to be more classy, you know, sleek design, you know, for the business, for the jobs, you know, all that kind of thing. But still a good 3.5-inch blade on there. And it's going to be pretty lightweight, 3 ounces. So pretty lightweight for what this is. I like a pass-through design like that, so you can easily clean it out if you need to. So liner lock on there. But again, this one right here is the O knife. I'm going to call it Ion. $70 time of recording. That's list for this. So you can usually get that cheaper somewhere. But excellent kind of gentleman's folder. All right, so my final folder today is this right here. This is the Buck Knives. This is the Range Elite. Now, Buck Knives, for the first time with this knife, did a few things. First off, you got some Magna Cut steel on there, which is excellent. Probably, I mean, in my opinion, it's probably the best, you know, stainless steel available out there. So again, this was not going to be as cheap because of that, and you know, you got this anodized aluminum handle on here. Again, it's really cold outside, so my hands are giving some spots on there. But you know, so you've got a 3 3/8 inch blade on here. But the other thing they did for the first time is this crossbar lock. Some people call it axis lock right here, but you can pull on both sides and that just closes. You can also obviously flip it out with that. So, you know, you can obviously push it out with the thumb stud, or you can just flip it out with, you know, that crossbar lock right there. So you got a reversible deep pocket carry on this one as well. Also pass-through design. Got a little bit of jimping on top up there. But what a nice knife. One of my sons says this is their favorite folder that I have, and that says something. So USA made, excellent company. I've been a long time Buck guy, and now sponsors of our channel, but really like this one here. This one just came out this year, so wanted to add this in my list today. All right, so I want to talk about a fixed blade option. This is an EDC knife here. So EDC, everyday carry fixed blade. And more guys are doing this, and I'm kind of liking it actually, because I mean it's going to be stronger. You know, you got a full tang on here. But Bradford knives, you know, you can get different kinds of sheaths for it. Here's a leather one. You can get a Kydex and I think some other ones as well. But this is the Guardian 3.2. Now, it's an upgrade, in my opinion, an upgrade from the 3.0 because you got this extra large finger choil right here. So on the old one, on the 3.0, the blade almost touches your index finger when you're holding it. This one, you've got a nice big finger choil. And I really, really like that. So again, USA made on this. You got a 3.5 inch total blade length and a 3 inch cutting edge right here. Magna cut on here. This is the burlap micarta, which I really like, that burlap micarta. And you know, I think they have like hundreds maybe of different kinds of options for the Bradford Guardians. So whether it's the blade steel, a little bit, you know, the 3.0, 3.2, different handle materials, different handle colors, all of that. So you can really customize this thing really, really well. So anyway, I've been carrying this a little under 4 ounces, so it's not heavy, but I've been carrying this and, you know, appendix on my belt. And that's been really nice because it's just easy to pull out and go to work. So excellent, excellent blade. Obviously you can add a lanyard on there if you want to, but I've got medium to large hands. And you know, I can just get my whole hand on there, okay? So, but for an EDC fixed blade, I think that's an excellent, excellent option, especially for this year, 2025. All right, so rounding out the list today, another fixed blade. Obviously, I've been using this a lot, but this is the Scallywag. This is the Wanderer. And this is my favorite, right now, my favorite bushcraft kind of survival type knife. And I say that for a couple reasons. One, the sheath here, obviously it comes with a ferro rod, so you can throw sparks. Really nice sheath, by the way, isn't it? Nice, really nice sheath. So really like that. And with the ferro rod, this has a 90-degree spine on here, so you can throw those sparks off your spine. You don't have to damage your actual blade. But you got a 4.75 inch blade on here. Now this is 154 cm, and of course this also has that black PVD coating. Now I've had other knives that have all kinds of black coating that come off very easily, like after one use. I'm not going to mention any names, but this one I have just used like crazy, like all kinds of fire prep, all kinds of stuff. And this black coating has really held up really well. So really happy about that. G10 scales on here on this handle. Obviously it's going to be full tang, being more of a bushcraft, you know, camping survival type knife like this. But 7.5 ounces, excellent, excellent blade. I mean, throw a lanyard on there as well. But I've just really, really liked this. Good overall blade design, I think. I think a good overall length for multi-purpose outdoor bushcraft camping kind of survival knife. So again, this is the Scallywag Tactical Wanderer. Well guys, hope this has been helpful for you today, and I'll drop links for these knives down below. But thanks so much for your support for us and for our channel, and we'll see you on the next video.